Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a full body strength focused class that is slower paced and it is all on the floor. So make sure that you have something soft beneath you. You don't need any other equipment. Just make sure that you can see your screen so you can follow along with me. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we are gonna begin with some core activation down on our backs. So we're going to lie flat on our backs and bring our legs into tabletop position. We're going to extend arms reaching up to the ceiling, and we'll begin with some dead bugs. We want to make sure that we're finding a neutral spine here before we begin, and our core should already be engaged. We're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, and then bringing it back to center. If you need to modify for any reason, you can tap the toe down to the floor instead of hovering a straight leg. And today is all about slow movements, mindful movements, so take your time. Nice job. We get a quick 15-second rest. We are going to be taking 15-second rest periods in between all of our exercises today. Your second core exercise, starting again in this tabletop position, place your hands on your core so you can feel what the muscles are doing, and we're gonna drop both legs and lift. So we wanna make sure that our back isn't coming off the floor too much, we're not arching the back. And we also want to make sure that our core is not bread loafing or doming. If that's happening, only lower your feet to where you can keep that core flat but engaged. Good. We are going to stay in this tabletop position. We're going to extend arms above the head, again, finding your neutral spine here, and we're going to do some crunches. So sweeping the arms around to come towards your bum, palms face the ceiling, lift the shoulder blades up off the floor, neck nice and long, and then back down. Up and down. And you can add an exhale as you come up. Nice work. We're taking a 20-second rest. We're gonna flip it over onto our side. So we're going to come into a modified side plank position. So make sure that you're stacking your shoulder over top of your elbow here. This arm is gonna be extended straight up. Our knees are slightly bent at about 45 degrees. And all we're doing here is lifting from the side, squeeze and hold, and slowly lower down. Lift up, squeeze, hold, and slowly lower down. If you need to, you can feel those muscles working, placing your fingertips on your obliques here, lifting and squeezing, and holding that squeeze as long as possible. Good. Keeping your body exactly where it is, you should be centered within your mat. You're gonna take your top leg, extending it out with a slight bend in the knee towards the corner of your mat. So the front corner of your mat. Turn that big toe to face the corner. Hand on your hip, core is engaged. We're lifting and lowering. So we're lifting, squeezing, and lowering. As we lift, don't sink into that core. Keep yourself nice and lifted, pressing through your forearm. Good. We're gonna do the exact same thing, except this time we're gonna stretch that leg and we're going to bring the toe back to our back corner of the mat. So making sure, again, we're lifting through your side here. You're gonna start to feel that burn in the shoulder, which is good. Nice strong core. We lift and lower. So thinking about reaching those toes to the back corner, squeezing that glute as you lift. And again, we're not rolling forward, we're not sinking as we lift. It's just a small movement with the leg. Lift and lower. Very nice. We are going to switch legs. So this front leg now, the other leg is going to extend. We're still here on this shoulder, holding ourselves up. Our fingertips come to the ears, and we're going to lift the inner thigh towards the elbow for a crunch and lower down. Lift and lower. So as you lift for the crunch, we're not sitting back onto the hips, so stay rolled forward. Think about lifting with the inner thigh, so lifting the inner thigh towards the chest and bringing that elbow to meet the knee and lower. Very nice. Relax. Shake that arm out. We're gonna roll it back over onto our backs, starting from the very top. So we're gonna start with some dead bugs. And then we'll do that whole ab sequence, and then we'll do the other side. So on your back, in a tabletop position, neutral spine, nice and slow. Opposite arm and leg, and lift. Good. Taking a quick little breather. We're gonna find that tabletop position again, and we're dropping both feet this time. Arms can either stay lifted towards the ceiling, down by your side, or you can be feeling that core engagement, monitoring for doming. Nice job. Again, taking a quick little rest. We'll find that tabletop position again, and arms come above head. We're going to go for those crunches. Take these slow and make every crunch count. So lifting up, trying to get as high as you can, squeeze, hold, and control on the way down. Nice strong arms. Very nice. Rolling over onto the side. We're gonna switch sides this time. So setting up for our modified side plank, bending the knees at a 45-degree angle, making sure that we're stacking shoulder over top of elbow. This arm is straight up. Core should already be engaged, stacking ribs and pelvis, and we lift. Squeeze, hold, and control, lower down. Nice job. Taking a quick rest. Give that arm a shake if you need. Coming back into this position, extending the top leg towards the front corner of your mat, turning that big toe down towards the mat. Slight bend in that knee, and we lift and lower. Lift and lower. So you're gonna feel this in your glute, your hip, maybe your outer thigh, thinking about lifting the outer thigh towards the ceiling, keeping that core engaged. So the only thing moving is that leg. Nice job. We're gonna do the same thing, except this time extending with a straight leg to the back corner of our mat. Again, make sure that you're pressing through that arm, lifting through the chest. Lift and lower. So back should not be arching here. Thinking about stacking the ribs and pelvis as much as possible and squeezing that glute as you lift and lower. Very nice. We're gonna switch legs. So we're extending the front leg this time. Sitting forward onto the hips, fingertips by the ears. We lift the inner thigh towards the chest and crunch. So don't sit too far back here. Try and stay lifted. We're just thinking about lifting the inner thigh to you. Very nice. Shake out those arms. We're gonna roll it back over onto our backs. We are going to do some glute bridges, and we're gonna start with just some standard glute bridges with our feet flat on the floor. So press those shoulders down your back, palms pressing into the mat, lifting those hips up, squeeze, rolling through the spine, all the way down. Making sure that we're lifting our hips as high as they can go without arching the back or without over tucking the pelvis. We want to keep that neutral spine as we lift. Good, taking a quick 15-second rest. This time we're going to hold at the top of our glute bridge and we're gonna alternate lifting legs. So we're up here. This lift does not have to be huge. We do not need to lift all the way up and all the way down. We wanna make sure that our hips are staying lifted and they hold there as we lift and lower. Hold, lift, and lower. You're gonna feel that core start to kick in. You're gonna feel that glute on that stabilizing leg holding you there. The goal here is to keep those hips at the same height, lifted towards the ceiling the whole time. Good, relax. Quick 15-second rest. We are going back to those standard glute bridges, so all the way up, all the way down. Here we go, pressing all the way up and all the way down. Nice job. Take a quick 15-second rest. Getting ready to hold at the top and lifting alternate legs. Be mindful as you lift your leg that you're not shifting your hips either. We want to keep both hips parallel to the ceiling the whole time, and it's just a lift and a lower. So as you lift, try not to sit into one hip. Keep them pressed. Very nice, relax. Roll yourself up. We're gonna flip it over onto our hands, coming into a modified high plank. So we should be in a straight line from the top of our head all the way down to our bum. You're gonna alternate arms. So lifting right arm, it comes forward all the way around to the back, thumb to bum, and back down. As you lift, make sure that nothing else is moving except for that arm. So we don't want to be shifting our weight and tilting our hips. We want to keep everything square, lift, around, and lower. You are also more than welcome to do this on your toes in a full high plank position. Good. Giving yourself a little bit of a rest. We're gonna come back into that position. We're going to do some push-ups. You can take these push-ups at whatever pace you prefer. We're going to come all the way down into a push-up, all the way back, and then press it back, stretching out those arms. All the way forward, all the way down, and then press it back. Very nice, quick 15-second rest. We're gonna do that one more time. So coming into your modified plank or high plank position. Core is engaged, we're gonna alternate arms. Lifting all the way to the front and around and back down. As you lift to the front, it's still in line with your shoulder. We're not lifting way up here, in line with the shoulder. Sweep it around, thumb to bum, and down. Nice job, giving yourself a bit of a rest, getting ready for push-ups. We want to make sure we're moving our body as one unit. So the whole body comes down and everything comes up at the same time. Very nice. We get a 20-second rest. We're going to come down onto our forearms. So all the way down here. And we're in this tabletop position here. First of all, before we even extend a leg, be mindful of that back. Keep that core engaged. Extending the right leg, we lift, pulse, 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 and lower. So leg stays straight. We're just pulsing. Stay lifted through your shoulders. Gaze is in between your hands. As you pulse, your back should not wobble. Nice job. We're gonna do the same thing on the other leg. So finding that same position. This time we're extending the left leg. Before we even begin thinking about keeping that core engaged, a straight spine to start, and lift, 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 and lower. Make sure your hips are square, so your hips should still be facing your mat. Very nice, relax. We're basically going to do the same thing, except this time, instead of pulses, we are going to bend the leg to 90 degrees. So we're gonna start with that right leg one more time, finding that position. We lift, we bend to 90 degrees, we extend, and we lower. Lift, bend, feel that hamstring, extend, and lower. When we're here, it's very easy to want to open those hips. Keep those hips facing your mat. Staying lifted through your upper body as much as you can. Very nice, relax. We're gonna do the same thing on the other leg. Here we go, lift, bend to 90 degrees, extend, and lower. Nice job. All right, we're moving on to our last section. We're gonna come back onto our hands into a tabletop position. So you're gonna tuck your toes under in this tabletop. First of all, make sure that you're stacking your joints here, everything is square. You're going to keep your elbows tucked towards you, bend them towards your knees and up, and then lift the knees and lower. Keeping a flat back the whole time, the knees just hover and lower. So this is just a small bend into those triceps. And then we lift using the core. Good. From this position, you can untuck your toes. You're going to extend your left leg and your right arm is here. We're going to lift and lower the left leg. And as we do that, pulling this into a row position, you're going to extend the lower half of your right arm and lower. Extend and lower. So doing a little bit of a tricep extension while lifting and lowering the leg. Staying lifted through your left arm. Thinking about squeezing your right tricep. Nice job. Shake it out. We're gonna repeat that again and we'll switch sides for our second exercise. So find your tabletop position. Tucking your toes. Core should already be turned on. Nice flat back. Slight bend, lift, lift the knees and lower. Make sure you're sitting all that weight into your triceps, so into the heels of your hands as you bend those elbows. Nice job. Quick relax. This time we're extending the right leg and using the left arm. So right leg is directly behind you, hips are square to your mat. Bringing that left arm into a row position, we extend and lift and lower. Stay lifted through your right shoulder. Don't let yourself sink into that arm. This is your last movement. Make everything nice and strong and long. And relax. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this slow and on the floor full body session. If you did and you'd like to see more like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you enjoy my workout videos, then make sure to join me in the MadFit app. You'll get access to structured programs, challenges, exclusive workouts, recipes, and many more amazing features that will help you on your health and fitness journey. If you haven't already downloaded MadFit, make sure to click the link in the description, and I will see you guys inside the app.